This year in particular has been, as you could call it, sort of a good domino after another. Tell us just a snippet of what this year is like.
So this year was sort of a dream come true, a dream I didn't even know that I wanted to dream. Early in the year, we were invited to one event, and at that event, I ran into a woman who was running the Urban, a woman, Vanessa Allen actually, who was running the Urban League, and she had heard about the company and invited me to be a part of an awards banquet ceremony that they were going to be giving the following month. And really what they do is they are looking for companies that are diverse and that purposefully go out and hire, women or minorities, and so she invited me to sort of be a part of that. And so I filed out the paperwork, and in March, I ended up winning the award. It was an awards luncheon, and so we won that award. But what was really amazing is that while I was sitting at our table for that awards banquet, there was a gentleman who ended up being on a committee for a much bigger event that was going to happen at the end of the year. Now I have to go back a little bit, because when I was invited to this event in February, to the Methodist Ball in February, I'd also met some important people that were at the table. Not at the time, I don't know that they're super important. I just, I'm sitting at the table and I'm doing what I do. I'm a chatty Cathy. Yeah. And so that was a great event in February, and then sort of because of those events, some really great things happened in March, and we ended up being an award-winning company. And because in March we were an award-winning company, in May I made the cover of the Times Business Indiana magazine, which at the time I thought was the highlight of my life. And that was so cool. But because of that event, I was invited to be a part of the Northwest Indiana Society of Innovators in October, and I thought that was just the highlight of my life. This is really great. I'm having a really great year. But really, because of the events that happened in February and in March, and then certainly because of the magazines, I was invited to be a part of Northwest Indiana's first TEDx event, and I was invited to be one of the keynote speakers. And that, for me, was the most life-changing event ever.
Why? Tell us.
Oh gosh, honestly, there are so many reasons, but to be able to tell your story, and it really isn't about my story. It really is about the people that have come to work for me, that have changed my life, because I teach these women how to paint. But in return, they teach me how to love. They teach me how to let go of the past. They teach me how to see beyond, because all of us are guilty of having, prejudices, and we have these mindsets and these barriers, and they teach me how to think bigger. And I have never known the capacity to love someone who isn't a relative until you start to meet these women and you hear their journeys and their stories. And sometimes I hire women who come out of a work release facility, or they're coming out of jail, and the love and the hope that's shared. And for me to be able to go on stage and to share that story and that journey from the depths of my heart with everyone was greater than anything I had ever done in my entire life. Now, I'm a chatty Cathy, yeah. And I love motivational speaking, because sort of this is what you and I have in common, is that I also love good news. And I believe that good news is everywhere if you'll just open your eyes. And I even believe that there is good news in the darkest, deepest problem. If you just look for it, it's there. And TEDx gave me the opportunity to do just that.